1963.
And how about West Warwick with a cast of characters just mopped up everybody here this year. They were undefeated. They have a player by the name of Tom Garrick, and he's kind of extra special.
He sure is. He was the Words Unlimited, which is the Rhode Island State Organization of Sports Writers and Sportscasters. Their schoolboy athlete of the year, and he led the West Warwick Wizards in scoring this past year.
And don't forget John Dias and his Rogers team, too. We can mention a couple of players there, Bill Brown and Mike Larian, and they know their way around, too. They're going to be the underdogs, but John Dias told me before the game that doesn't bother him a bit. He thinks it's going to go to the wire.
Well, a little bit of an advantage tonight, Chris, is the status of the Wizards' Doug Haynes. He injured his ankle in practice yesterday, and they're going to start him tonight. They're not sure if he's going to be 100%, though.
All right, now, interesting tournament, as you know, and we like to track down every year just about how they got here, how they fared in tournament play, and we can do that right now as we spin around here and look at some of the players warming up on the floor and have a look on how they got here featured. In the Class B, it's going to be our first tonight between Rogers and West Warwick, and we'll have a look here at the chart that just tells us how they fared here thus far. Quarterfinal round, we had South Kingstown. Very definitely in there, but they ousted Johnston in a sort of an upset in the first game, while Rogers was defeating Westerly 86-71. And in the semi, Rogers won over South Kingstown. And other bracket here in the quarterfinal round, we had Barrington winning their match over Cranston West. West Warwick topping Warwick Vets 83-49. And in the semi, West Warwick over a very game Barrington team 63-48. Paul Gonzalez had a big game there with 21 points. So that kind of leads it right down to two teams, final two, and Rogers and West Warwick. And you sort of took a look at these clubs, Frank, in a more closer line, huh?
Two teams that are very close in style, Chris, and the two words that we can keep hearing about these two teams is that they're going to run and they're going to gun. It's going to be a very exciting basketball team tonight. And after the semifinals on Wednesday night, we got to know the players on both teams, and we have these profiles for you.
You know, we're very emotional. I think you saw it on the court a couple of times. We're yelling and screaming, yeah, and, you know, they scored a laugh. They're emotional because they're proud of what they're doing. They're hard-working kids. Eric and Mike have been with me for 3 years. Keith and Kevin for 2. And, you know, Bill Brown, Kenny Jenkins, Paul Murphy come in when Mike got hurt and got 3 big baskets. So we're just a well-rounded team. We play with desire. We play with flair, I guess they could call it. And I just hope they don't get it all from me. I don't know.
The work ethic has also been employed by West Warwick with tremendous returns.
In last year, as you know, we only lost twice. One was a 5 overtime game, and one was a 2-pointer at Johnston. And this year, we went along till we had it up to 40 straight games. And then we did lose to North Providence at CCRI in Lincoln.
A loss which came without forward Doug Haynes, out with an injury. Haynes is a presence on the court and off, exuding confidence.
We did expect from the beginning of the year to be here, and we didn't expect nothing else. We knew we were coming here, and we weren't sure who we were going to play, though, but we faced a good team out there in Barrington, big team, and we're just glad to go on to the championship.
Rogers reached the Civic Center in 1983, but left a loser. The Vikings haven't had that experience since then, and their determination to bring home the title.
17-0, 18-0, excuse me. Pretty good team, you know. We want to go for it. We really want it. I went here last year in the semifinal game, and we lost to Johnston, and it really is something to win now.
The Vikings sail or sink on the most basic of basketball elements.
Speed. That's it right there, speed. You know, me and Kevin Smith just take it to him as best we know how, you know. We know how to.
Has there been anybody this year who has stopped you from running?
Nah, not really. Nobody can.
West Warwick may beg to differ. The Wizards are exceptionally quick, and they can play the half-court game, too. Led as they are by the Patuxent Valley's Little General.
You know how people say, you know, little guys can't play, you know, so I just figure if I go out there and show, you know, what I got and stuff, it's hard underneath, but if they're gonna give me the outside shot, I can hit that, you know. There ain't no big guys out there, so I can hit that shot if they leave me alone.
And leave him alone they well might, because the dominant personality going into this Class B championship game is one of Groscutt's teammates, Tom Garrick.
He can shoot, it helps you out, you know, he finds the open man, he can rebound, dribble, you know, he can do so many things out there, you know, and it makes the other players look that much better, you know.
Unless, of course, you happen to be on the other team. How does one prepare to take on Garrick?
To be honest, I have no idea.
Rogers and West Warwick. They approach the pinnacle on a collision course. Now, we find out who is king of the hill.
We'll be on Channel 10 Sunday night. It'll make a lot of people happy.
We'll work very hard, and I think we'll beat them.
I want West Warwick. I want Garrick. I want to show everyone who's the best.
Feelings mutual. We want them too.
All right, down here on the floor with Dan Sylvester from West Warwick and John Dias from Rogers, the coaches in this Class B game. And Dan, the first question I want to ask you is, what's the status of Dougie Haynes?
Well, we're going to start him and see how he goes. He got hurt yesterday in practice. Quite a bad sprain, but we've been giving him therapy all day yesterday, all day today, so we're hoping that he can go.
Okay, John, does that change your game plan at all?
Not at 7-11, no. It's not going to change it. We're going to do some things, and I personally hope, I didn't know anything about it until about 30 seconds ago, to be perfectly honest, and I hope Doug Haynes can play. They'll make it a real good, honest-to-goodness truth test for both teams tonight.
Of course, one of the other weapons is Tom Garrick. How do you stop someone like that?
I don't know. I'll probably know whether we did or we didn't at about 9 o'clock tonight. Right now, we're just going to hope and pray. We've got some kids that are eager to play some defense on Tommy, and I hope we just do a good job.
Coach, you've been here before. You're the Class B defending champions. Does that put any undue pressure on you?
No, I don't think so. We're ready to play. We've been ready all year. The kids are ready up for this game. As you noticed, we got all of West Warwick here tonight, so we're ready to play.
How does this team compare to the one you brought here last year?
Well, last year we were more of a power team. We had two big fellas inside that we lost. So this year we're a quicker team, and we rely on our speed much more.
And John, you haven't been here since 1963. What does that mean in terms of pressure for your kids?
None. We told the kids we've got a little thing going. We had dinner in the league championship. We had dessert for the quarters and semis, and tonight's just a second help. And we're just glad to be here. We've never got to the finals in 20 years. There's a lot of times in the semis, so we're hoping that this is just a great end into a great season.
What about your semifinal game now? How has that prepared you for tonight's game?
Well, I don't know if it prepared us to play a team like West Warwick. South just didn't have the size and the outstanding individual talent of a West Warwick. But, we did play at Barrington during the year for size, and we just have to play our game and do the best that we can.
Coach, Paul Gonzalez came through with a big game for you against OLP on Wednesday night.
That's true, although we kind of expect that of him. So we're looking forward to him having another night like that tonight.
A deep team. I mean, beyond Tom Garrick, you've got the little general there, the floor general that you bring out, and you have Paul Gonzalez and, of course, Dougie Haynes.
Right, I think we got 6 real top-notch players. After the 6, we got to scratch a little bit, but we got a couple of youngsters coming along. But of the top 6, I'm really proud of them. I think we have an excellent 6 men.
Both of your teams have been classified as run-and-gun types of teams. Now, when two teams like that go up against each other, does that cause any special problems?
No, I don't think so. I wouldn't call us a run-and-gun team. We're a fast-break team. We play a lot of pressure defenses, which helps us go because of the steals, but we also play very tough defense. So, we are a running team, but we consider our defense to be the big thing that keeps us in the ball game.
John, how do you respond to something like that, being a running team? I know that you like to press especially.
Well, our running comes off the press. We keep even with people on the boards. Mike Lorian's the only kid I have really legitimately 6'2". We're quick. If we run off the press.
Okay, John Dias from Rogers and Dan Sylvester from West Warwick. Best of luck. We'll talk to you again after the game. Now, back upstairs to Chris Clark for the introduction of tonight's starting lineups.